Yeah! Live from Hickory. It's Tuesday night. Happy National Chocolate Cupcake Day. It's October the 18th, and you're about to watch another live country-ish podcast. How do you know it's live? Well, I got today's newspaper. Hickory Daily Record right there. I circled the dang date. That's proof of live. Anything could happen. Real first, let me tell you about Every Plate, okay? Every Plate makes it easy to get the whole family gathered for dinner night with delicious recipes that everyone will love. If you think meal kits are too expensive, think again. Every Plate is 25% cheaper than grocery store shopping. And you can get your first box for just $1.49 per meal by going to everyplate.com. Enter my promo code, REAP149. That's REAP149, and you will save $110, okay? I think it's time that we get the show going. What do you say, boys?
Let's do it.
Let's do it, Alan.
Just a country boy, and he's making it good. He was y'all's underdog, dressed in beer overalls, living next to the woods. He liked to eat the sushi, but he don't even fish. Not so much a country boy, it's more like he's country-ish. Moved out of Hickory and headed for Southern Cal. Wound up in TV and film, making popsicle proud. Now this country boy is back with his family. Got himself a podcast, he knows it'll last, 'cause he's in Hickory.
All right. What up, bumpkins? Welcome to episode 151 of Country-ish, and today's show, it's like a fuzzy shot of Ferocious Firewater. Yeah. In Best Trends, a mountain climber beats off a bear with his bare hands. And there's video, and it's grisly. Plus, I got more money for y'all. I got more residual checks. Call in later for a chance to win one. How much is it? I don't know. Also, me and Sebastian took a little trip to Mount Pleasant, North Carolina not long ago to visit Southern Grace Distillery, and we did some whiskey tasting. You're going to see that in a minute. And in small town news, a home inspector was caught on camera masturbating with an Elmo doll. He got caught red-handed. Isn't that fun? But first, we're live right now on Facebook and YouTube. I got two interns sitting over here checking your comments on Facebook and YouTube. Right here, my little hayseed Gen Z is intern Isaiah, and sitting next to him is intern Sergeant Mark Haveballs. How you doing, boys?
Doing great. Yourself?
Doing great. And right over here, sitting by his lonesome, we have, well, he's kind of a celebrity, if I'm being honest with you. He's only got to block Michael Jordan 3 times in one game, played a little b-ball for the Hornets. You might remember him as the Fly Swatter. Some people call him a Southeastern man of mystery. I like to call him Sebastian McConaughey. Hey, buddy.
Hey.
How you doing?
What's up?
Have you ever beat off a bear? Or a puppet?
Is that a trick question?
Yeah, we're going to get that in a minute. Let me ask you.
Barehanded.
Barehanded, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, let me ask you guys at home. Like, really, have you ever had to fight off a crazy animal? You know what I'm talking about, beat off. I was just trying to be funny, but have you done that? I mean, a wild dog, you know, something crazy? Leave it in the comments section. We'll try and get to it next week. Maybe we'll get to it this week if they can get to it fast enough. Last week I asked you, do you like Texas Pete? And some of you did not answer the question. Some of you did, but I'm still going to read comments. Anthony McCaman? Yeah. He said, should have called it Sunshine.
He's talking about my mixed drink. I call it Shine Drop.
Shine Drop is good.
But Sunshine.
I like Sunshine better.
Oh, yeah, that's way better.
Yeah. Thank you, Anthony.
Shout out to Anthony.
Yeah. He also said, man, I'm so upset they don't know Raise Up by Petey Pablo. Last week,
Yes.
so, there's a lot of stories about North Carolina. And I said, a lot of North Carolina stuff. And I just started singing, come on and raise up. And I was waiting for them to chime in. Everybody goes, I've never heard that song in my life. How can you be from North Carolina and not know Petey Pablo, Raise Up?
I think I should be.
You don't know either, do you?
I don't know.
Oh, damn.
I know Peebo Bryson.
Peebo Bryson.
In
now
my
you're gonna
defense,
I don't
in my
know.
defense, I am a transplant though.
Well, as soon
Yeah,
as
I'm
I
a
play it,
transplant too, so there
as soon
you
as
go.
I play it, you're gonna remember this song. It's Petey Pablo.
Petey Pablo.
Come on and raise up.
Is that
I think it was in the mid '90s.
Puff the Magic Dragon? Is that similar?
Hang on, I got you. Can you hear this?
Oh, yeah.
Hang on, let me get to the top. North Carolina, come on and raise up. Take your shirt off, twist it around your hands, put it like a helicopter.
I didn't know that was Peter
That's
Pablo.
Petey Pablo, raise up.
Thank you for the education.
Anthony, it's just me and you, I guess, man. I hope you're from North Carolina, Anthony. And a third one by Anthony, all right? Anthony was on a roll.
Oh, wow.
He said, I know you're a Panther fan, and I'm a Dirty Bird myself. But what are your thoughts on roughing the passer call on Brady Sunday? Also, I'm a huge fan. I appreciate all the laughs over the years. Anthony, I think it was uncalled for. I don't think it was roughing the passer. I think it was just a good tackle. And everyone's being extra sensitive because of what happened to
Brady and
Tua.
Giselle.
yeah. And a couple other people were wobbly, So and it's Brady, the GOAT.
They might feel bad for him because they know that he's getting a separation from his wife.
Oh, that's what it was, a mercy flag? Yeah. He needs to throw one of those at Giselle.
Right.
Yeah. You cannot leave me.
Challenge.
Yeah, I challenge that. So I think it was not a roughing the passer call. And I'd also, because Brady had a flag thrown on him for trying to kick the guy, and I thought that was dumb too. The whole thing should have been a nothing burger. Bob Haynes, whoever is trying to sue Texas Pete can ingest a satchel of Richards. I hear you, Bob. Richard, the nickname for Richard.
Yep.
Good night, Shane. I hope Pete gets the last laugh when he subtracts the cost of the bottle from the lawsuit money. $3. That's right. Good night, Shane. Jacob Ryan Shoemaker said, awesome viewing. Been watching you for a while now. You bring me sunshine when the path is dark on my gloomy, my man. Oh, well, thank you. Thank you, Jacob Ryan Shoemaker, for allowing me to do that. You hang in there, buddy. Okay. Yeah, let's
give us
maybe he
Shoemaker
needs a
a
little booster.
Anybody that can make shoes, that's a cobbler.
That's right, Cobbler. We love you, buddy. All right, we're not just a live show. We're also a regular show, a podcast for your ear holes. I'm talking Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Pandora, iHeart, Stitcher, Podbean, you name it. And if you want to help us out, we have a Patreon support page that helps us keep the lights on here. And for just $5 and up, you can be a part of the Country-ish After Dark.
After dark.
And the next one will be next week, October 25th, Tuesday night. Are you going to be here?
It's going to be a Halloween.
Yeah, we'll do a Halloween theme. We'll dress up. We're going to play Cards of Humanity, baby.
Yep.
And we zoom you into the show. Anything goes. We get crazy. Nothing is off limits at Country-ish After Dark. That'll be 9:30, October 25th, right after Country-ish, during dark, not after dark, if that makes any sense. But yeah, Patreon, just go to countryish.com, click support, and sign up. Now, if you got no money, and I get that, a lot of people don't, but you got a good heart and you still want to help, you can do that. Go to Apple Podcast and give us 5 stars and write a review. Now, if you give us 5 stars, you can say anything you want, and I'll have my intern, Isaiah, my Hayseed Gen Z, read your words. And we have a new one, yes?
Yes, sir. We have a 5-star iTunes review by Great O Mike, or I don't know how to.
It'll be Gator.
Gator Mike.
Yeah, he's using the number 8 to say Gator Mike.
That's a Florida guy.
Ben-
Has to be.
Probably.
Sorry. So they said, been listening since Friday and been a fan since last comic standing. All your friends are great on the show as well. Isaiah wants to try all your nuts. Teabag, please. Just kidding. I think it's funny how he's got to read what is written. He has to be a good sport to do it. Keep on reaping on. Coming from Central Pennsylvania.
Oh.
Thanks again.
There you go. Well, thank you, Gator Mike, all the way in Pennsylvania.
I got go.
All right. Let's plug some tour dates real quick. October 29th, Halloween, Hickory. That's right, Market on Main doing the old Hickory Bash. The Logic is playing, and there'll be a costume contest. That's October 29th in Hickory. Now, stand up. Jacksonville, Florida, just added November 3 through 5. Sebastian might be there.
Coming to see you, Florida.
That's right, Comedy Zone. November 16th, Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, at the House of Blues, if I can make it back on time. Because, well, no, I'm not going to say it. Damn it. I want to say it, but I'm afraid I'll jinx it. I booked a role in something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I don't want to talk
that
about it.
deserves a tutor there.
Yeah, well,
just
listen.
alone.
It would have to.
I booked.
Jinx it.
I audition for things all the time, movies, TV shows. I don't get most of them, but I got one, and I don't want to talk about it yet. But you'll hear about it soon. Just know that. How about that? That's good. Myrtle Beach. It's a teaser.
It's a teaser.
November 16th, Myrtle Beach at the House of Blues. December 8th through 11, Las Vegas, baby.
What?
Jimmy Kimmel's Comedy Club. Come out. Come to Vegas. And then, of course, New Year's Eve, December 29th through 31, I'll be in Charlotte at the Comedy Zone. Just got booked in Nashville, January 19th through 21. So there we go. And then April 15th is the prom night in Hickory at Market on Main. The prom part 2, the redo. So save that date. Tickets and stuff coming up soon. But first, I got to talk to you, buddy.
Oh.
You were at possibly one of the best college football games ever. Possibly. I don't say it's. I think it's top 3. Tell me about it. You were
I'm
at
trying to think about it. Is there anyone better? Is there a college football game that comes to mind that was better than the Tennessee-Alabama game? Now, I was there, so that makes a little difference.
Yeah, I think there was one,
Which one do you think?
and it is Alabama-Auburn.
That was a great game when Auburn ran it back. And that was, but
I mean, the game was all but over, and they kicked a kickoff, and
Yeah.
then ran it back for a touchdown
That was
for the
great.
win.
that
right?
was great. They won it.
Yeah, that's
That
crazy.
Big mistake.
Yeah.
That was bad.
But this
the
was
ups
right-
and downs, the back and forth. It
Yeah.
was just crazy.
What was it like? So you were in Tennessee.
106,000 people
Good grief.
in the stadium. There was not a seat left.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was nuts.
And-
And I was wearing a little red.
You and your friend was both of you guys had. She
Girl's
loves Alabama.
red. She's from Alabama, so
she-
she's a
she was rooting
huge
for Alabama.
SEC girl. So I had to wear this because if you don't, the night's not going to go good for you.
Of course, I
gonna-
get that.
But yeah,
Did you rush the field?
I did not rush the field,
Yeah.
but I did watch them carry the goalpost.
Yeah.
Have you seen the videos?
Yeah.
threw
Although
it
it's
in
funny,
there.
they showed a clip of maybe the president of the university or somebody, like in one of the booths, go like, they can
What-
have it, just take it.
What
How
you
did
didn't
they-
We'll
see,
get another one.
What you didn't see on TV was, I'm talking about within a minute after this game, there was more cigars lit in this non-smoking state
That's awesome.
than any place I've ever been. It was like the world was full of cigars.
Brian Poe was there, and I saw a picture of him
We
smoking
hung
a
out the
cigar.
night before. But
That's
I
the guy that
couldn't-
made our country a
Yes.
sign.
Couldn't call him. I tried. Oh, and who's our super fan? I tried to FaceTime you from the game. There was no cell phone service.
Yeah.
Because
I imagine-
there was too many people there.
Everybody trying to use it, yeah.
Yeah. So
That's pretty cool. I'm happy for Tennessee. Anytime
It
we
was
beat-
great.
Yeah.
great hospitality. A lot of people. They were fantastic to even us, even in red. We partied with them. We tailgated with them.
How about that field goal? That knuckleball.
And that was the worst field goal I've ever seen.
And the best.
And the best. So,
Simultaneously the worst and best field goal kick ever.
that's why I say that could be the best. That could be the best college
Yeah.
football game ever.
Yeah, because all they had to do was kick it, right? Normal routine kick.
I think somebody blocked it.
And when he hit it, it just looked like.
I feel like
what?
somebody blocked it.
Oh, really?
I was
Okay.
like, yeah.
That's awesome.
It still went through.
I'm happy for Tennessee and those kids who. I have done this before at NC State games, where we've come from behind and won, and I've ran out when I was a student. I think we're playing Duke. And for whatever, Duke or Florida State, I can't remember what game it was, but we came from behind to win. And all the kids rushed the field.
Yeah.
And I never forget this. All the kids, they're going to go for the goalpost, right?
Yeah.
So everyone runs on the field, and they all start running towards the goalpost. But there's one guy who's kind of leading the charge. Like he's maybe 10 feet ahead of the crowd. Like he's going to be the first one to the goalpost.
Yep.
But as he's running, you see a bunch of cops come out, and they're like doing like this. And they take him down, and everybody else sees that and goes to the other goalpost. Well, there's no cops for whatever reason. And they took that one down and actually rode it for a minute. And I think they took it to Gorman Street. That's where the bars used to be in Raleigh. And that's what they did in Tennessee, right? They took it to the river or something.
They dropped it in the Tennessee River. And
They baptized it.
They did. What are you going to do?
Yeah.
Let them do it.
That's what you're supposed to do. Yeah, congratulations.
Fun times.
That's what was that, $1,000 to get a new one?
The only thing I worry about and think about is on your resume when you go to get a job.
Yeah.
They're like do background check, and they're like, oh, it looks like you have great GPA, all that, but there's something on your background.
Yeah. You're arrested.
Felony for stealing a goalpost.
Destruction of property. Yeah.
Can we hire you?
Yeah, I don't think anybody got in trouble.
I don't think they arrested.
How are they going to do it?
Nah, too many.
Well, congrats, buddy. Looks like you had a
Yeah.
good weekend in Tennessee.
Yeah.
I had a good weekend. I did some road race. So my brother roped me into doing this. You basically get on a row machine, right? And you row. You get a team of people to row. This happened at CrossFit.
Yeah.
And it's different companies that are supporting it to raise money for, like, not for cancer, but to fight cancer.
Yeah.
So I did that, and then we went to TerraCon in Hickory.
sir.
They have a Terra convention, like not a girl named Terra, terror, like horror.
Oh, terror.
Yeah, I know, terror. That's
Terror.
it. I'm saying it wrong. TerraCon.
Because I was like, I know a couple terrors.
Not a terror, no.
Not a terror.
That would be an interesting convention, though.
Yes.
They should make that. Just a convention of all girls named Terra. I know a couple hot ones out there.
Be a bunch of ex-boyfriends freaked out.
So, so we're going to air what we did there next week. You'll see that whole package, but I gave you a little sneak peek. Do we have that footage ready, guys?
Yeah, we sure do.
All right, let's take a look. This is a little sneak peek of what's to come for next week. Now, since you're a good screamer, can you give us a good scream? All right, let's play some trivia. How many Hellraiser movies are there? Are you familiar with Hellraiser?
I actually just watched the new one and I loved it. I think the new one, doesn't that make it 11?
And you said you were not good at this.
Well, you asked me a Hellraiser.
11
oh my God, I was
movies.
right!
Tell me about what do you got here, your products, what are we selling, what's going on?
My scare lantern is 25. He calls it a flesh cube. I call it scare lantern.
All right, so that's the flesh cube. Tell me, can I hold that? Tell me, it's kind of sticky. What is this?
Rotten head.
Rotten head.
Yep, you've heard of pumpkin head. That's rotten head.
All right, look for that next week on this show. It was fun. Had a good time there. That's just a little bit of it. It gets crazy. Also this weekend, sad news, NC State lost. We are no longer a one-loss team. We're a two-loss team.
Isn't that good news?
That's bad news. Panthers also suck.
That's good news
That's
too,
also
ain't
bad
it?
news. You live in Carolina, son.
My team.
Might as well get on the
is-
team.
As long as my team is doing good.
Your team from Green Bay that you've never been to ever in your
Bay.
life? Bandwagon.
I'm not a bandwagon. My granddad was a Packers fan.
Oh, it's inherited.
Yeah, you inherited the fandom.
You inherited the
That's what
bandwagon.
happens.
Yeah.
That's why.
Well,
I like
I'm going to talk about the Panthers if you don't mind. They suck. So, did you see this last game? Did you watch any? Oh, no, you were.
No, I've
you were
been
in Tennessee.
traveling.
We got beat. Shocker.
Yeah.
What's the guy's name? Robbie Anderson.
Oh, he traded. He's traded.
Well, they kicked him out of the game.
They traded him the next moment.
Apparently, he was pissed off at the wide receiver coach, and they were on field yelling at each other, and he kicked him in and go to the locker room. So now he's gone. McCaffrey will be next.
Yep.
The team's slowly dissolving. I think what they need to do, and I'm dead serious about this, I put it on Facebook. Go ahead. My solution will free up money and guarantee us a first-round draft pick next year, okay? And we're going to lose every game, not on purpose, but we will lose because what we're going to do is drop every player, okay? Now you got all this money. We'll have open tryouts. We'll get some scrubs. Maybe we'll find a new Rudy, you know? That new
Isaiah's
guy from
already stretching.
Philadelphia.
Like back in the 80s when they had the scrub games and it was
Exactly.
just people that worked at convenience
That's what I'm
stores
saying.
and
You pay
hardware
these people the
stores.
league minimum, okay? Now you got all this money. You're going to try to win. You won't with these people. So you're not saying like, no, we're trying to lose. You're trying to win.
You're not tanking.
You're not
officially.
tanking it. You're trying to win, but with scrubs.
Yeah.
And you save all this money, and it get the community involved. Hell, maybe auction off a spot. Maybe Elon Musk wants to play for $1 million, one down in the NFL. I'd play one down in the NFL. One down I would play, and I would try not to touch anybody.
Hell, I'd actually.
I don't
pay-
know what I'd do. Would you play one down in the NFL?
John, I try to get you out past 8 o'clock the other night. So I mean, if it's a late game, you're done.
Well, it'd have to be a 1 o'clock game.
It'd have to be a 1 o'clock afternoon game because you're done.
Yeah.
I'd actually pay him to join in for a round or two.
But think about it. You could raise the money this way. You could raise it for charity if not your team.
We have the Catawba County Hornets here.
The Catawba, what?
Semi-pro team, Catawba County Hornets.
Is this basketball or football?
No, this is football.
I don't know about this.
Yeah, we have those. We can take those kids, put them on the Carolina Panthers.
Boom.
Guaranteed.
Watch they start winning.
Yeah.
Probably would start winning.
Wouldn't that be a
Mess
cool
up the
story?
whole thing.
Yeah.
Mess up the whole thing.
So Tapper, let's go. All right, I got the solution. Hit me up, dude. Right? Hashtag build back better, Tapper. Huh? There was another streaker. By the way, I don't like calling them streakers because to me you have to be naked to be a streaker.
Yeah.
But I don't know what you call them. Some guy ran on the field, some trespasser. I guess you have to say streaker, right? Anyway, I like watching this stuff. As a guy who has been tossed out of a football game for running onto the field, I feel like I'm the aficionado of all streakers, all streaker clips.
Club.
And this one happened in Ole Miss. I say we watch it and see how good the tackle was. We'll rate this one. All right, here he goes. He's at the 30. He's at the 20, the 25, no, the 10, the 5. He's in the end zone. Here comes the yellow
Go
coat.
all the
Molly
way.
Oh! It's the second hit that got him. That second hit got him, took him down pretty good. He was wearing something crazy on his head, too. It's hard to see from this angle. Alan, I believe if you scroll down in this video, this web page here, there might be, yeah, that's what he was. He had something weird on his head. He's smiling, having a good time. His team's winning. He thought, like, I'm going to go out there. Now scroll down a little bit more. There's one more video on this website. Keep going. It's a closer up. Yeah, here we go.
Yeah,
now
right
let's
here.
now watch this one. See, now he looks left, and then they're coming from the right. He's looking over here, and he's like, nope, you got to look on this side, buddy. And here, ooh, that caught, knocked his hat off. Yeah.
That looks
Decapitated him.
That looks like the same guy that got you back in '95.
They all look the same to me,
Yeah.
man. You know what I mean? But anyway, congratulations, Ole Miss. I give that one out of a 1 to 10. That's a 4.
It's a 4.5. He didn't get hit.
He didn't have any smoke. He didn't get naked. He didn't have a
Right.
message.
No gut hanging out.
No gut hanging out.
Should have been painted, body paint.
Right.
That's
He didn't try to
important.
juke at all.
No
he just
juke,
ran.
no cut.
He didn't slide. I'd give it a 2 now I think about it.
Now, 2.5.
You can do better, dude.
You could.
What do you say we move on to our first segment, guys?
Yes.
Well,
I'm ready.
Before we move on, I just have to say he did get mollywopped.
Mollywop. You like to say that.
No, somebody in the comments said,
Yeah.
did he get mollywopped?
Yes.
So they
yes.
wanted to
Oh, yeah.
hear
Any
me
interesting
say-
comments? I mean, besides that one.
They're bashing me for liking Green Bay.
As they should.
The one comment that I've got though, and I got to take, I got to step up on this. It said Elliot is the glue that holds the show together. Should call him Elmer. And I'm sorry, I had.
Who wrote that?
Tim Hayes.
Tim Hayes. So I had to respond. Me being a man of responsibility, I said, Elliot, who? Oh, you mean Mr. AWOL?
Yeah, AWOL. He's
Yeah,
never
he
here.
hasn't been
AWOL.
here in
Well,
like 3 weeks.
For glue to work, it needs to show up.
He comes in, he teases taking that mask off, then he disappears again.
Yeah, where, do we know where he's at?
I have no clue where he's at.
He's probably wrapped up down in Gainesville, special friend.
No.
That's what I'm thinking. The dude has fallen in love and he has abandoned the show.
That's what happens. Love will do this to you.
Right, and I want him to be happy and all, but I don't know. I think we should punish him somehow.
Bros before
I
hoes.
think we need to.
Bros before hoes.
We need to force him to take off the mask since he's been gone for so long.
Take off the mask and maybe his shirt.
Oh, I know.
Have you seen him shirtless? It is a sight to behold.
Yeah, he looks like a orangutan or something.
Yeah, he looks like a silverback.
I know what we could do as punishment. We need to take him and get him hot waxed.
Oh, hot wax. That would be good.
40-year-old version.
Yeah, we'll do that.
Like the 40-year-old.
Yeah,
we can do that.
You hear that, Elliot? Next week when you're here, there's going to be a lady in here who's going to give you a hot wax on the show.
And it should be Amanda. That would be.
No.
I thought you said a man.
No, Amanda.
No, I like a man better. Big, strong guy. Yeah, we'll find somebody to do
Get
that.
over here.
Yeah, so come on back, Elliot. All right, I say we move on to our first segment. Now, what I do here, you see, I go on to Twitter, I click that little hashtag thing, and I find out what it is people are talking about, and I weigh in on that subject matter. It's how you know that we're in the know and that we're keeping up with the Joneses, right? It's a segment I like to call... Ooh, it's the best trends. Here's what you're talking about. All right. Hashtag help the bear. Now, couple things. There's the video. That's all it is a video. And it's great. It's crazy. But the reason why they're using help the bear is because of a DMX song. Are you familiar with DMX?
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
X gonna give it to you. Gonna give it to you. X gonna give it to you.
Go on and give it to you. Do it again, please.
You got that X up.
X gonna give it to you. Gonna give it to
Can
you.
you try to sound like him? Oh, with this-
No, I can't do that.
Oh, man.
That head bobbing
that
next to
brought
me's
me
got me
joy.
freaked out.
Isaiah singing DMX. Mark that one, guys. Put that one in the. That's a TikTok right there.
Put that in the loop.
X gonna give it to you. Anyway, there's a song that he has where he mentions "Help the Bear." Like if you see me get into a fight with a grizzly bear, help the bear.
Yeah.
And that's why they're using that, because you'll see. I say we just watch it and talk about it. Let's watch this video. Oh my God. Listen to that scream. That is a scream for like your life. Damn. Now we gotta watch it again, because at the very beginning, you hear him, listen, if a bear came at me, I don't know what noises would come out of my body. Okay? But this is funny. I'm still
that
going to say
noise.
it's hilarious. Oh. Because as soon as he sees it, he goes, oh. He does one of them Barney Fife. Like,
I hate to laugh at that, but it is hilarious.
it's funny because he's alive.
Right.
He survived.
Well, first of all, he's doing a dumb thing anyway, climbing a mountain.
Yeah. And this is not like Baker's Mountain.
No, this
is like it goes straight up. It's
Yeah.
like a rock that just like
He's
a rock.
free climbing, isn't he?
Yeah, it looks like it. Yeah.
That's hard enough.
Not like a trail, but like with your hands
Yeah,
too,
all
climbing
that.
up a rock.
Yeah. Oh no, it's something.
I think it's like this might be in Fiji or something. I don't know where this is. This could
Nepal.
I think it's
Tibet.
it could be in
Probably
Nepal.
Nepal.
Yeah, somebody
Nepal.
Google where it actually is.
This is like Everest stuff.
Yeah, type in "help the bear" viral video and then like location. Hang on, Isaiah, what are you doing?
I'm Googling something.
What are you Googling?
Where that video
No,
takes
you're not.
place.
That's where
no,
he's
I was
going.
looking at comments, actually.
Okay. Well, during best trends and during small town news, what did I say? We're not doing that anymore.
Discipline.
That's right. I need you here. I need you, buddy. Elliot's not here. Okay.
If you're gonna be the next
got you.
Elliot.
I need Isaiah to go give it to me. All right.
I'm going to give it to you.
Yeah. So I think this is a different country, but that mountain's insane. You're right. Insane to
That's
even be doing
crazy.
that.
Yeah.
But let's listen. Watch it again and listen to the very first noise he makes. We'll have to rewind it. Oh God! Luckily, gravity saved his ass. That was a good judo move too, because
This is like that kung fu. Remember the old kung fu movies where they used to do like,
Sure.
spider monkey and all that? He did that.
Well, it's judo. It's basically you using that person's momentum against them. And so, like they say in judo, if someone's pushing you, you pull them. If someone's pulling you, you push them. So you're using their own energy against them, and that's what he did to this bear. Was coming at him, and he's like, "Dang it!" It threw it off the damn mountain.
I can see that's that ninja stuff you learned back in the day.
Yeah. I know this as an orange belt.
Orange belt?
It's like a black belt for gingers. Orange. Look at that. The bear's lucky to be alive.
The bear is lucky he didn't go down the mountain.
If that little cliff wasn't there, he would have been way down there.
He's lucky he's got 4 legs.
And he's actually beating it with his hands. That's why I told you in the beginning, he's beating it with his bare hands, for real.
He went overhanded and not like the upper.
Well, because it's
he
hard
was
to
going
punch
down
down
with it.
like that. You just like, get it. It's like a whack-a-mole. Whack a bear.
If that was up there like blowing rock, he would have been gone.
Yeah.
He'd be dead.
Yeah.
He would be a turd by now.
You want the Google results?
Yes. Where's
Okay,
it?
so I'm going to butcher this.
All right.
So it says he was moving freely across Mount Fudigo, a dormant volcano near Chichibu City in Satamiya, Japan.
Japan.
Oh,
Japan.
Japan.
Oh, I was right. I said Japan in the beginning.
Yep.
That's
Wow.
why ninjas.
That's crazy, dude.
Yeah, that's why he
What
broke
would
out all
you?
the.
How would you react in this moment if a bear came at you? First of all, you would not be.
Well, you got to scream. That's what they teach you to do. Scream at a bear.
Yeah.
The bear scream.
Yeah. So he did that pretty good. Actually, let's all be quiet. And Alan, if we can play that from the very beginning, listen to this first noise he makes. It's kind of funny. Oh God! See, this is beating it off for real, and he kicked it.
Kicked it. Good. That's a good boot.
Whoever this dude is, this is a guy you want on your side. Okay.
This is the guy I needed in Tennessee this weekend to help me.
Yeah. Well, let's move on to the next one. Hashtag STD water bottle. A woman says she got an STD after a janitor dipped his penis inside her water bottle. Now, right there, I'm not going to read the rest of the story right now. I'm just going to address, I didn't write this. This is someone else's story, right? But just, I'm fascinated with headlines. A janitor how do you dip your penis inside of a water bottle? Unless you have a very thin, tiny wiener. I mean, if we're talking Gatorade bottle.
How about even any kind of bottle? I've got a.
You better put your pinky in that thing. Right. You get
There
your
you
pinky in there. But, no way.
No way.
So if this janitor did dip his penis, I feel bad for him. If that's what he's packing down there. This happened in Houston. A woman claims a janitor with an incurable sexually transmitted disease dipped his penis inside her water bottle and infected her. The victim works at a doctor's office with the suspect in Houston. She claims 50-year-old Luisio Diaz was caught on camera putting his penis inside her water bottle. She said she caught the man not once, but 2 days in a row on a spy camera. Now, if you caught him, did you drink it anyway? Maybe she caught him after she had already, she got the footage after that day, went back and looked at it like, oh, that son of a... So that's how it happened. But yeah, there's a little bit of a, I don't know if we should, I don't want to play the video because we might get flagged. So I'll just read you. She said she caught the man not once, but 2 days in a row on a spy camera. The news went from bad to worse when she was tested for an STD. She said, I learned I acquired an STD for which he also tested positive for. She said, he gave me an STD I will have the rest of my life. Nothing is going to change it. Nothing will make it better for me. In fact, I feel like for the rest of my life, I will have to be very careful. Diaz was charged with indecent assault and aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. That's what
I'm
they
going to
said.
tell you, that's not a deadly weapon. That's in that bottle.
It
That
is
is
not
not
a deadly
a
weapon.
deadly weapon.
Right.
So oddly enough, he's now got bragging points.
I would love to be able to tell people that I'm packing a deadly weapon.
I've been arrested
You know,
for a deadly
I
weapon.
got concealed carry from my penis.
Oh my God.
But yeah, no.
This is why we need to get rid of plastic bottles.
Yeah.
I mean, we need to get environmentally friendly here.
I agree.
I don't know. Then the next guy will try it in a glass bottle, a metal. I mean,
Don't they make a wide?
As long
do
as
they make a
they're-
wide mouth water bottle, or is this it?
Well, that's okay.
is
You
this
and I,
Aquafina?
do we spend a lot of times in our cars? Yes, we do, right?
Yeah.
I mean, this happened when I was in Florida. I mean, I was stuck in traffic.
You had to pee in a bottle.
I had to pee really bad, and I could not go anywhere. Luckily, I had a Gatorade bottle.
Good.
Gatorade's
Yes.
that's a wider hole.
You're
And
right.
you can put it in there, but
Yeah.
if I had a water bottle, no way.
It's a splashback. On a
Yeah,
water
yeah.
bottle.
I mean, you have to be
Not
very
that
precise.
I've heard this.
You have to have good aim
Good aim.
with a Gatorade.
Especially
you just,
with one hand on the wheel.
Right.
Driving.
yeah.
it had to do it in combat.
Oh, right.
Yeah. That is, you sit there and go. Worst comes to worst, you get it sandblasted later.
Where do you go?
If we sat there in convoys and we couldn't exit the vehicle, we'd use water bottles.
Yeah.
Now I wasn't dipping it.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
But the
You didn't insert your penis.
no.
Well, this article says he put his cack in there about halfway,
Really?
and then like turned it up,
Turn it up
and
there.
gave it like a little jiggle to really get it in there. So I don't know how you even get it in halfway. That was my point. Like, how do you dip it, right? So, but yeah, now she has an STD. Now she's married with 2 kids.
Yeah.
Imagine being married and going home and telling your spouse, no, I'm telling you, it was a water bottle.
I
Her
don't know
husband's
about
gonna be
all that.
walking
Now this
around.
is getting
Get
fishy.
away from me.
I don't know about this now.
I
You think
have-
this is kind of like, you remember kind of like, this is like the Jesus story, right?
Yeah, the Immaculate Reception.
Yeah, like you're like, oh yeah, I got pregnant
Conception,
by
yeah.
pregnant by an angel, Joseph.
I swear, Joseph.
I swear it
I didn't sleep
was-
with anybody. It's the Lord.
It's the Lord.
Yeah. So imagine being that woman's husband, and having to live with. That's ruined his life. You know. Now he's going to sleep with a woman who has an STD. Maybe he didn't have before.
What is the STD that we're talking about?
exactly?
Thank you. I need
What
to know.
would it be?
Well, it has to, if it's a forever, it has
It
to
doesn't
be
say in the article.
herpes.
I don't know what else it could be, because cold sores is herpes,
You got
That's
syphilis.
simplex 2 or 1 or
but
3.
it's a type of STD.
Yep, you got syphilis.
Syphilis.
That's not
syphilis.
forever, is it? You can get rid of that.
I don't know.
I don't know. I've never had to worry about that. So
I
Just
imagine.
trying to just fishing around, boys.
I don't think it'd be crabs. You probably
No.
see the crab.
Crabs a lot in water, though. They're in water.
yeah, you just use a crab basket for that.
So I think it has to be herpes.
It had to be herpes. That's the only
Yeah.
thing besides AIDS that's forever.
Yeah, I'd be like, I don't know, babe.
Does herpes travel through water bottles?
What if we find out later that this lady did cheat on her husband
She had to have.
and got an STD and thought like the only way I could get out of this is if I come up with some other solution, and that's what she came up with. And to get the lie even better, she made it national news.
And then she faked the video. and
Faked the
everything.
video, hired
She
a
said,
guy.
if you'll put your
Trust me,
penis
I'm gonna get you a green card, but first I need you to do this.
green card. It's
Yeah,
used to-
'cause he's not-
this is a Mexican. Now you went there.
He is. He
How-
is.
is that what it says?
It says, well, in the actual video of it.
Okay.
I'm
it is
just reading the words. I don't want to play the video because we might get flagged.
Now it makes sense.
Yeah, but he is. He might not be a legal citizen as well. So maybe she worked out a deal. You know, I'll hook you up
Yeah.
with legal status, but you got to do this one thing for me.
Yeah.
He's still in trouble, but he's taking the.
She goes, first of all, I need to see what we're dealing with here. Oh, yeah, that will easily fit into a Aquafina water bottle.
And she saves her
Okay,
marriage.
and she saved her marriage. See?
Look at here.
So
She's a genius.
Just real quick, you got HIV, genital herpes,
Oh,
human papilloma. What that? Again, I'm not
Yeah.
a doctor. Hepatitis, and there's another one that I can't even attempt.
hepatitis is like a blood thing.
Yeah, it's-
Hepatitis is a Pamela Anderson thing, which is now curable if you got enough money.
Yeah. All right. Well, that was what was trending, boys. Huh?
Wow.
Huh? What are you looking at over there?
you're cheering for her or him.
My phone's on the floor.
Is that a water bottle on the floor?
What are you drinking today?
I don't have a drink.
Okay. Guys, I encourage you to drink Sundrop. To me, it is the best citrus beverage out there.
And it goes good with moonshine. Let's see, Crown Royal.
Crown Royal, tequila,
Yep. Vodka.
Cheerwine. Try a little Cheerwine in the Sundrop. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that because it's probably a different company.
No, that's the same company.
Is it? But it's good.
Sundrop distributor and Cheerwine.
But if you go to makeitosundrop.com, there's all kinds of things that you could win. And check it out sometime. Makeitosundrop.com. Alrighty, let's move on to our next segment. What do you say, boys?
Let's do it.
All right. Now, as you guys know, there's a lot of negative things going on in the news. A lot of politics, a lot of pandemics, a lot of Putins, a lot of petroleum. We ignore that stuff. We do weird things that happen in small towns. It can be best described by my good friend Justin Clyde Williams. We're just small town dudes with small town news, breaking stories of kinds committed you never do. Mind your P's and Q's or they'll cover you. The town may be small, but the news is huge. All right. Speaking of headlines, here's one that might tickle your funny bone. A home inspector was caught on camera masturbating with an Elmo doll.
So instead of tickle me, Elmo, it was come on me, Elmo.
Hello. Betty Reap is watching.
Put those earmuffs in.
Yeah, poor Elmo. I mean, he just wanted to be tickled, not orally raped.
He didn't want to be ejaculated on.
Right. A home inspector in Oakland County, Michigan. We're called John Heffron. That's his territory. This dude's been convicted of aggravated indecent exposure after a nanny camera showed him masturbating with a Tickle Me Elmo doll while at a client's home. Kevin Wayne Van Leuven. What a great name. That sounds like the kind of name that you would... Who did it? Kevin Wayne Van Leuven? Leuven? No, he didn't use lube. Leuven. Lovin? Leuven. Yeah. 59 years old. Was arrested last April while doing a home inspection. He was in one of the client's bedrooms when one of the homeowners, what's her name, Jada Dawson, she got an alert on her phone that someone was in the nursery in their house. So when she pulled up the webcam, she saw Van Leuven masturbating before picking up an Elmo doll off the floor, and then he appeared to pleasure himself with the doll. I'm a little confused by this, you know. We've all had the urge where it's like you got a boner, you got the blue balls. It's like I got to get rid of this boner. But I think you could wait. Maybe go home, you know.
At least drop
do
down
something.
Interstate.
But he thinks he's in a house by himself.
Yeah, he does.
Right? But it says here he was already masturbating before he picked up the Elmo doll. So he was already going at it, right? And then looked around the room and was like,
gotta find something fuzzy.
how can I make this better? Oh, look, there's a puppet. Let's do that. That's how I'm going to finish.
Wonder if he turned it on.
Oh, you think it could have been like a battery
Two ways
operated?
to think about that. Right there.
Wait a second. This is not mentioned in the story, but you brought up a good point. I've seen the Elmo dolls that vibrate.
Oh yeah, that's what
Like
I
they
mean.
laugh.
Isn't
Like,
that
Yeah,
that
turn
is
it
the
on.
Tickle Me Elmo doll that I
yeah,
was.
they vibrate.
Yeah.
Well, they make those
vibrate
sounds,
and
too.
They vibrate and laugh. They had that little
They
giggle.
laugh and
Can
they'll
you
say,
do an Elmo?
I can't do an Elmo impression.
Try.
I'm not even going to attempt to because it's like
My name is Elmo.
I can't do that.
Can't do it. My name. I can't do it.
And that's what it will do. It
Yeah.
will laugh and then it will say tickle me.
Tickle
or
me.
I'm ticklish or
Yeah.
something like that.
He's begging
so
for
now
it.
we need
Now,
to
come on
create
now.
one.
Well,
Is this so bad?
There's video.
So we need to tickle
It
me,
is a
Isaiah.
video. We got the
It's
video.
on the nanny cam. And so there's a little bit of the footage within this news story. I had Alan kind of fast forward to just that part. And let's see what we got. See, he's in the closet.
Alrighty.
He's
It came out of the closet fast too. Didn't it?
let's see here. He's in the closet.
There was a tree with a knot
He's
hole,
going
too.
at it right there. He's going at it.
Wow.
And then he finishes up and take Elmo back to where it was. So that's the only footage I could find. And I looked all over the internet. They're not showing much of it. But look, he has his mask on.
I was
How
going to say
polite.
he's at least having protected sex.
Okay, now I am really mad. This is Elliot.
Yeah. Where's Elliot?
Where's Elliot?
Oh my.
The only guy still wearing a mask.
I need to know how tall this guy is. Because that could be Elliot.
I think it's Elliot.
It might be Elliot. I think
my
it
God.
is. It kind of looks like
Look at
him
how
a
big
little
Elmo's
bit.
eyes look right there, too.
He's looking right at you. Like, what are you doing? Don't put your pee-pee in there. That's horrible. So this guy
Oh, my God.
walks around the room, sees something fuzzy, and maybe he did think it would vibrate on there.
I think it does vibrate.
Well, do you think that was part of his thought
Oh,
process?
yeah, it was like, I really got... But he went to the closet, he turned his
That
back.
was polite.
That was polite.
I mean,
He
but
could've
that also
threw
makes me
Elmo on the
think.
bed.
That also makes me think that he knew there was a camera there.
Oh, you think?
Because why would you go out of your way to?
Look at that big buck on the floor, too. Did you see that big buck rug?
No, I missed that. I'm looking at that dude, man. Okay, we got a full face.
Is that his face? This guy's never going to live this down.
No, he's not. Yeah. Okay. So. Yeah. Why would you? Okay. So you're in a home. First of all, you're in a home by yourself, technically, right?
Yeah.
And you still wearing the mask? Well, that's up to you. That's up to you. You could have taken it off. Whatever. It just says a lot about that guy, huh? The kind of guy that will keep his mask on while raping Elmo. That's who you are.
That's going to be the new glory hole.
Well, this lady, she goes, when she saw the video, she said, I just went blank. My husband was staring at me from across the room, and he was like, what's wrong? He asked me repeatedly, and I couldn't even articulate what I was seeing. Because she was in shock. You know, she had the shock jaw. You know, that's when you can't say anything. Shock jaw. I don't know what to say. There's a man throat gagging Elmo in our child's closet.
You know it's good when the sound room busts out. Yeah.
Do a little Elmo fellatio is
Yeah.
what that is. Van Leuven was still inspecting the house when the cops arrived at the scene. So he was done, put Elmo back
I
down,
wonder what the inspection
but
said.
went back to the
If he would
inspection.
have filmed my electrical, I would beat his ass. Would you not?
Right. He claimed that he had moved the doll to inspect an electrical outlet. He later confessed after he was told about the camera in the nursery. Yeah, smile. You're on candid camera, buddy, right there. Good thing Chris Hansen didn't come out.
Oh, yeah. Predator.
Yeah.
Predator
Why don't
guy.
you have a seat right there?
Yeah, why don't you have a seat?
You're free to go anytime. That'd be a good episode of Punked. Well, Van Leuven admitted to placing his penis in Elmo's mouth and apologized and said he was ashamed. Well, you should be. You should be. How about a free inspection, dude? You know what I mean? Do you think he charged them?
I think
Like, I did do the inspection. So, you won't charge me a crime. You still owe me $100. How much an inspection costs?
Was the Cookie Monster not in there too, or is it just Elmo only?
Well, I guess he only saw Elmo.
it's
Oh, look at that shot.
Oh, look
That's
at
right. And that's the moment he knew
He's like,
his
oh
life
shit.
has changed forever.
God.
Shit! That's what's happening right there. He's like, damn!
That's gonna be used.
Nanny cam!
That's gonna be used for new commercials for Nanny.
Somebody's somebody's inspecting something else now, right?
But I bet you also he's kind of thinking, I'm gonna have this mask on.
Yeah.
You
Thank
know?
God I kept this mask on.
Yeah, that but it's over now. He's like, shit.
Look at him. He's so deep. Look at him.
He's gonna have to pay. Yeah.
Look at him hold the doll too. He didn't even caress the doll.
I know. He's holding by the throat.
By the throat. What is this?
Have
Some
a little
bondage
respect.
elbow?
No
stuff?
dirty
Little cradle it
talk,
back
nothing.
over there.
Yeah, dang.
Well, the sheriff, Mike Bouchard, he said, you don't think anything can surprise you, and yet the disgusting ability of some people still manages to surprise me on this. Although indecent exposure is a misdemeanor in Michigan, Van Leuven faces up to 2 years in prison and $2,000 fine when he's sentenced in December. That'd be good.
That's a lot of Elmos.
Could you? Yeah, it is. You know, you'd be in a cell with this guy. Like, what are you in for?
You know, I bet you
I murdered
probably- I bet you probably get banned for like Toys R Us and like
Yeah.
the Walmart toy aisle.
Sesame Street.
Yeah, you know, get rid of predators from middle school.
Yeah.
And
Old
stuff.
Jeffrey from Toys R Us is hiding out now.
Yeah. But, you know, when you're in prison, you always got to beef up your crime so, you know,
Yeah.
it's like a badass. Like, what are you here for?
Yeah, what do you think?
Sodomized a sock puppet? So what does he say? I raped
Can't do
Elmo.
That's a PBS character.
That guy-
At least say you got Barney up.
Right. Well, he was convicted Wednesday during a one-day trial, but acquitted on another charge of malicious destruction of property. And his lawyer is arguing that the indecent exposure charge should be dropped as well because his privates were never exposed. Since it was in the closet and he was back towards the camera, there was no one there. Technically, it's not indecent exposure, so he might get off.
Oh, that's great.
Good times up in here.
Oh, my God.
He was ordered to undergo a mental health evaluation and was prohibited from being alone in any residential property that he does not own as he awaits trial. He also was ordered to have no contact with any other homeowners within that vicinity. But this whole thing is weird and creepy, right? I mean, if you really dig deep, remember the guy who did the voice of Elmo? Mm-hmm. All right, his name was Kevin Clash. And do you remember what happened to that dude? He was accused by multiple men of sexually abusing them when they were minors. And there were lots of lawsuits that came out, like 2013. But that got dropped because the limitation, the time of, what do you call it? The
Statute of
limitations had already run out. So, a lot of weird things. What's so sexy about Elmo?
Man, this is a street in Sesame Street you don't want to go down, right?
Yeah, no.
But he did.
He did.
He went down Sesame
I still want to know how the inspection was.
I think he passed. I think
I'm sure he passed it.
Everything turned out good.
Yeah. Did you find any problems? There's some white stains in the closet.
There's some plumbing issues. But what if he said he had some plumbing issues?
Yeah, there's a couple plumbing issues.
I need some pipe be fixed. I'm like, all right,
I cleaned the pipes, don't worry.
Yeah, I cleaned them out.
Pipes have been cleaned. They're good.
Oh, God.
So, like, all right.
I don't know where you go from here.
I don't. But why Elmo? Like, okay, let's go around the room. Gun to your head.
Gun to my head.
And you have to have sex with a puppet.
I'm looking for Barbie. In a
Barbie's not a
miniskirt.
puppet.
Oh, Barney's, yeah.
A Muppet or a puppet?
A Muppet or
I'm keeping it in the puppet world.
Miss Piggy.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Miss Piggy wants it.
She does. She's hot.
She's always flirting with Kermit.
She's always.
And Kermit won't give it to her.
No, he won't. She's been waiting forever.
Yeah, so I'd
That's a
go
lot
Miss
of-
Piggy.
lot of bacon there.
How about you boys? You got one puppet you got to do it with.
One puppet that I have to have sex with.
Mm-hmm.
Or who would I pick?
What do you think about it? We'll go to ball.
That is.
I have to go with Miss Piggy too.
Miss
She
Piggy.
looks like she'd just be wild.
I don't-
Default,
that's
but
the
I
best
don't want
one.
to say Miss Piggy.
No, I've
'cause
even got a better
I feel
one
like
for you.
But keep in
everybody-
mind, they did have those Swedish girls that was on there too.
As far as a cartoon
Remember-
character, puppet
Okay,
still.
yeah.
You ever thought about Smurfette?
Oh, sure.
She's the only chick in a bunch of Smurfs.
Yeah.
So she's
There we
ready.
go.
She gets around.
She's been around.
Yeah. I feel
She's
sorry.
gonna
for her.
train you.
Can I
Well,
pick Smurfette?
You need
That's-
some training. She'll
that's
No,
my
I got
go-to.
one for you.
Oh, you got-
Janice, the rocker chick. One of the Muppets. Remember, she kind of like had like stony eyes. It's kind of a sexy kind of chick. She wasn't a big star, but she was one of the Muppets.
What about the chef?
The Swedish chef.
Well, you know, you do get hungry. You get hungry later, so sure.
He'll feed you after.
Well, that happened in Ohio somewhere. The town was probably small.
Town may be small,
But the news was huge. So that in his pants.
Oh God.
All right, we got a lot more. We got money to give away. Don't go to here.
can't
I'm
wait.
gonna give money away. We'll be right back with more country-ish after. Hey everybody, let's go cruising! That's right, we're doing it again. November 5 through 11, 2023. We're going cruising, baby, and I want you to come with me. This time, 7 days on Royal Caribbean's Wonder of the Seas. It is the world's largest cruise ship. It is brand new. We leave from Port Canaveral with stops at Royal Caribbean's private island. Perfect day at Coco Cay. Cozumel, Mexico. We're going to Isla Roatan, Honduras. We're going to Puerto Costa Maya, Mexico. It's a great new ship, more destinations, more comedians. 3 comedians going to Mexico. We're called the See Amigos Tour because it ain't just me. We got John Heffron and we got Reno Collier. That's right. We're doing comedy, karaoke, all the meeting and greeting and drinking you can imagine. And you can book your spot right now. Go to johnreap.com/cruise and secure your spot right now. And I will see you on the boat. Get ready for that applause button.
In your back.
All right. Book a cabin. I guarantee you this will be the funnest cruise you've ever been on. And I cannot wait. And November's coming up. So we'll be within the year mark of it. So let's go book that cabin real quick. I really want to tell you about every plate. Fall, well, it's here. I think, is it fall yet? It's coming.
Yeah.
Which means back to routine, back to busy schedules, and back to the best time-saving hack for weeknight dinners. I'm talking about everyplate.com. When your weekdays and nights get jam-packed, Every Plate will help you get delicious meals on the table without breaking the bank. You can skip your weekly trip to the grocery store too. Because here's what they do. They deliver simple, stress-free recipes that come together in just 6 easy steps, and they're ready in about 30 minutes or less. And Every Plate's quality ingredients come pre-portioned to help you save money and reduce food waste. Now, Jody and I, we love this. I actually signed her up. I used my own promo code for me. And now she's going to be getting them at her house, and we love it. Like, we made the French onion chicken with roasted carrots and potatoes last week, and it was absolutely delicious. And it's fun because you don't have to worry about like going out and getting every little ingredient to make a certain dish. You know, it's right there in the box. You use all of it, and it's kind of fun to hang out in the kitchen and just cook together. It's like a little date night. So get your first box for just $1.49 per meal by going to everyplate.com. Enter my promo code. I use my own damn promo code. REAP149. That's a $110 value. Delicious meal kits and recipes everyone will love. That's everyplate.com. All right. Now, you guys know I do another podcast from time to time with my buddy John Heffron. And, well, last week we got to talking about this comedian who someone threw a beer at her. And she did a cool move. Like, it splashed on the wall behind her, and she just bent down and picked up what was left in the can and chugged it. That was badass. So anyway, check out this clip of Heffron and Reap.
She's handling you well.
I'm such an insecure person. Here, I'll tell you the rest of that bit, and then we'll move on. I'm so insecure. I went and got an ID.
Wow. Yeah.
That's a big beer. I mean, that sounded like a tall boy.
Yeah. Yeah, drink that. Look at
Boom.
her.
That's
Drink that. I would have smashed. Oh, dude.
well.
My
First
rage.
of all,
Look at I'm holding a lockpick right here, and I just got so mad watching that. I found myself just like
couple things. I'll start off.
Yeah.
That's a big can of beer. I don't know many comedy clubs that just hand you a tall boy within the can. Normally,
and that was full too. That means that
full.
was
It was at least
it was like
half
it was
full.
almost frozen a little.
Yeah. But yeah, what if we did a routine, John, where maybe we hired, and it would be a funny person. Possibly Brent Blakeney could do this. We dress Brent Blakeney up like a bouncer, kind of a dude, who just physically stands next to us on the stage. We already have a red velvet rope on the stage. He walks us up there, right?
Yeah.
like how boxers are walked into the ring, where they got a bunch of people and there's music and there's a crowd around them protecting them from the crowd. Like he's got their own handlers or whatever. And then they walk us up there, open the red velvet rope, let us in, buckle it back, and just stands there with glasses on and stares at the crowd.
I've had that happen. Have you ever done the old Funny Bone in Cincinnati when it was on the water? There's that biker dude. He was in a bike gang, and he had a leather jacket. He had a biker vest, and he would walk you like that.
Oh, that's
and you'd
awesome.
walk on stage, and then it was so embarrassing because you're getting escorted, and then I'm on stage. Hey, remember Mom Haircuts? And then he would lay against the wall or stand just against the wall, dead, just like no laughter, and just would stare.
It does mess up your set. If people are looking at that guy is he laughing? Well, must not be funny, so I better not laugh too. Right? Go to HeffernandReap.com for more Heffern and Reap action. Well, just recently, not long ago. Oh, don't forget, I got money to give away. A little bit, we're going to give away one of these residual checks I got here. Any interesting comments we need to get to real quick before I move on?
Well, we got someone making a suggestion about, and this was Samantha, Bondage Elmo and S&M Oscar.
S&M Oscar, I like that.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, we'll just move on. Me and Sebastian over here, not too long ago, we took a trip over to Southern Grace Distillery, and we did a little bourbon and whiskey tasting, and I'd like to show you guys about this place. Check it out. It used to be an old prison, but you'll find out. Check this out. All right, I'm here in Mount Pleasant, North Carolina. All right, I'm at Southern Grace Distilleries, and I'm with the master distiller, Sebastian Correa. How do you pronounce your last name? Correa. I was so close.
Close.
Thanks for having me today.
Of course.
I want the whole story. I'm standing in a prison right now?
Yeah, so this used to be the Mount Pleasant Correctional Institute until closed down in December 2011.
Oh, really?
It did.
That recent?
Yeah, just a little over 10 years ago. And then we moved in August of 2016.
Okay. And I smell this delicious bourbon. How much bourbon are we looking at in this facility right here?
In this building alone, there's usually about 700 barrels worth of bourbon.
Wow. What added bonus do you have from making it in an old prison?
Well, first off, this building here is original to the prison. So this is a 1929 built building. It's concrete and steel.
Yeah.
So during the summer months, like we are now, it's hot. It stays hot long. Heat stays in here. Then when it gets cold, if it's slow, it gets cold, but a lot slower than it does outside. And we just maintain those temperatures. And when we want to age, when we're aging bourbon, we want those temperature swings because that's what helps move the whiskey in and out of the wood, which helps the aging process. So we get really big temperature fluctuations in here, and then they stay, either hot or cold.
I got to ask, because we are in a prison, I feel like people have probably died in this building. Are these spirits, do they have a spirit? Are there spirits in these spirits?
I'm sure there is. I've had a few experiences myself. The way I think about it is they kind of leave me alone. I bet they're happier with what we're doing here than what it used to be.
Yeah, totally. Yeah. And they get to sample some.
I'm sure they do.
Have you experienced any kind of paranormal activity yourself?
Yeah, I've had most of my experiences in this building here. In our main production building is where I spend most of my time. I've definitely experienced a couple things there as well.
Yeah. And how many different bourbons do you make, and what is your favorite?
So currently we have one just standard bourbon. We have 3 cast finishes, and then we have 2 special releases that we do. So we have 5 or 6 different bourbons. My personal favorite is probably our Conviction Toast finish.
Conviction Toast. What's that?
So for the toast finish, what we do is we age our bourbon in a normal bourbon barrel first, and then we put it into a barrel that was toasted instead of charred.
What is that? What do you mean? So, a toaster oven?
No. So a barrel that's toasted, instead of being burnt on the inside, it's actually a low amount of heat applied for longer periods of time. So it caramelizes more of the wood sugars, and brings out different flavors out of your bourbons. Normally, you're going to get a lot more of the caramel and vanillas out of a toasted bourbon.
Oh, okay.
Finished barrel, yeah.
Wow, I didn't know that. Well, do I get to sample some of this toasted bourbon?
Oh, of course.
Oh, very good.
All right, well, guys, now we're going to taste some of our products. I got 3 different products here for us to try. Before we try, though, I'll explain how we do tastings here when you come on a tour. It's not just shoot it back, like you might do anywhere else. When you get your sample, swirl it around in your glass. Go ahead and give it always a little sniff, see what you sort of smell. And then you take your sip. You take a sip. You don't shoot it back or anything. Just one little sip, sort of see what you guys taste. And then you take another sip. You'll notice you actually taste different things on that second sip than you did notice on the first. The first thing we're going to taste here, this is our Sundog 130 corn whiskey. It's our original product we started out with. It's 130 proof corn whiskeys, just like your moonshine. It's actually the recipe is based off an old moonshine recipe from the mountains here in North Carolina. It is actually our most awarded-winning spirit. We've won the most awards using this right here than anything else.
Oh, okay. Wow. I'm going to watch how he does this.
Spinny.
Spin.
Sipper. No, that's it.
Oh, that was a lot. Whew. Nothing. Okay.
Easy.
No, I gotta know that. Okay. Go this way.
He took the whole thing on the first go.
It smells great. All right. And if I puke, where would be the best place?
That way.
All right. I'm gonna do it.
Do it.
God. How did you do that?
So this is
I was gonna pretend that it's for comedy effect. I was gonna pretend. That was a legit reaction.
Wow.
I can't wait for you to do it.
So
this guy.
This right here, this is pretty much how it tastes like coming out the still with no water added to it.
By the way, after I got over the initial burn, I kind of liked it.
It's got a little sweetness to it.
Yes, it's just now kicking in.
Now I'm extremely nervous. Thank you, man.
You're a pro. Southeastern man of mystery right here, knocking it down. He's thinking about it. Touch the lips. Here it is.
I don't think I got enough.
No.
Let me try it again.
Oh yeah. Maybe I'm just a wuss, dude. He mostly drinks beer. So
Okay.
Hey. Yeah.
There it is.
Yeah.
You got this.
I got this.
Okay, now
You got a little
I'm gonna go
bird.
back for this
Yeah.
one then.
Second
Now I
taste.
feel like he's trying to outdo me.
Yeah.
You got a little bit left in there?
Yeah, I do.
Sundog.
Sundog.
130.
All right, so next is Conviction, or single barrel.
I got you.
Thank you. This is our flagship bourbon, available all year round. So it's barrel proof. So that means when we go into the barrel, we go in at 105 proof. When it comes out of the barrel, we don't add any water to it. So whatever proof it comes out at, sometimes the proof will go up, sometimes it'll go down in the barrel. And that's just how we bottle it. So when you buy a bottle of this Conviction of the single barrel, when we taste it, it's like you're tasting it straight out of the barrel.
Okay.
We actually handwrite that information on our bottle here. So this came from barrel 368, and it's 98.9 proof.
Nice. We let Sebastian go first
Yeah.
because
He's the master.
I wouldn't want to play poker with Sebastian. I feel like he doesn't flinch no matter what. Now, see, this is for me. I like this kind of stuff when it's cold outside. I like bourbon in the winter time. I can see sitting around a campfire, just tossing these back.
There's just never a bad time for bourbon.
Yeah.
Oh, I like that.
Never. That's a good tagline.
Never
Yeah.
a bad time.
Never
for
a
bourbon.
bad time for bourbon.
Yeah, down the hatch. Here
There
it
you
is.
You like that better?
Oh yeah, yeah.
You like that better?
That's way better.
Yeah, it smells good. It's got the
A
caramel.
lot of flavors going on, which I enjoy.
A little bite, but it's good.
Yeah. growing up in Hickory, old school, it was Jack and Coke.
Yeah, and that.
But I feel like you don't want to screw this up with just Coke.
I wouldn't personally,
Yeah.
but there's in the bourbon community is saying you enjoy it however what you like.
No. Good. No judging here.
Well, I reserve those judging for myself. I'll judge you harshly, but I won't tell it to your face.
I like that. He's like Planet Fitness.
Yeah.
You know, no judgment zone, but in our heads, we're quietly judging.
Yeah. So this last one I have for you guys is my favorite. Is a sort of a personal project of mine. This is Conviction, finished in a toasted cask. So the barrels are toasted instead of charred.
I like the idea that you could actually toast the wood and taste that in the liquor.
So I can tell, Sebastian, you get super excited by this bourbon.
I do.
This is his favorite one.
Yeah.
All right, we'll let the owner go first. Oh, he loves it.
I do.
It does something for him. You can tell it.
All right. All right.
Ready?
It's like that Black Panther cologne.
What's the proof on this one?
This one's right at 99.3. So
It's a little
good.
more.
just they're around the
Just
same.
a tinge. All right. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Believe me, that's not a bad thing that's going on in there.
No.
That's just the alcohol. The flavors. Your tongue's going to love this one.
Is it?
Yeah.
I'm glad you knew my tongue.
Can you zoom in on his face on this one? Now, this was, you're going to love the taste.
Oh yeah. It smells like breakfast.
Yeah. Old Irish breakfast coming at you. Yeah. Woo, that's good stuff.
Well,
Let me ask you this though, because we also big fans of Sundrop.
Yeah.
And you've got Sundog 130. I noticed you have a thing here called the Cherry Lemon Sundrop. Tell me about that.
Yeah. So for that we use that the Sundog the pink lemonade.
Okay.
2 ounces of that. Fill the rest of the glass up with Sundrop. Then we do a little bit of cherry juice, some grenadine, and put 2 cherries on the top.
Oh, that sounds
Great, very sweet, great summer drink, refreshing drink.
Yeah. Cheers, boys.
yes.
Cheers.
Down the hatch. Thank you, Sebastian.
Thank you guys.
We'll be right back after these messages. After this. That's good stuff.
Yeah.
Y'all get Uber up here? Yeah, huh? That is Southern Grace Distillery, Mount Pleasant, I believe. And that guy's name was Sebastian as well. So it may be confusing to some of you. There was 2 Sebastians there. You had my Sebastian, and the owner's name was Sebastian. Thank you, Sebastian, for letting us taste your awesome whiskey and moonshine. Next week, well, when we were there, we also did a ghost tour. They do ghost tours there. And me, Sebastian, and Benny, and Alan, right? It was just, yeah. Because we did this a while back. It was so hot there that day. That's why the fans were on in there. You could hear the fans. It was brutally hot. But anyway, we took a tour of the ghost. We did a ghost tour there in the prison. And you're going to watch that next week. Come on back. All right, Camp Lejeune, let's talk about it. For many years, between 1953 and 1987, Marines, their family members, and infant children were exposed to contaminated drinking water at Camp Lejeune, including all satellite camps. Many were sickened and died unnecessarily because of the groundwater contamination. So if you or your loved one worked, lived, or served at Camp Lejeune, call us right now for information and legal help. You might be eligible for significant financial compensation. Call the law office of Environmental Litigation Group at 888-660-2492. Again, that's 888-660-2492. All right. Well, I say it's time to give you some money. What do you say, Sebastian?
Let's give it away. Let's give it away.
Give it away, give it away, give it away now.
Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Oh, look at this.
Look at this guy.
Can you sing that song?
What? Give it away, give it away, give it away now. Was that right?
Yeah,
That's
that was
all
great.
on point, man.
It's
on
funny,
point.
like
It's like on.
you kind of backed out of it. He's like, Give it away. Give it away. Give it away.
And you notice his tempo was
Yeah,
real
so he
slow.
just kind of went into his shell. Alrighty.
I was trying to make sure I got all the
Three
give it away,
syllables on
give it
the
away,
way,
give it
too,
away.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, way away.
There
how
might
many
be a
times-
phone number at the bottom of your screen. Go ahead and start calling that because we're going to give you money, like JJ Walker says, money. You ever seen that commercial? Yeah. So here's the game. I get these residual checks in the mail all the time from random things I've done over the years as an actor. You know, movies, sitcoms, voiceovers, adult films, you name it. It's out there. And they have to pay me when they air them. They're called residual checks. So I thought I'd make a game out of it. I'm going to open up, Sebastian, there's two sitting here. I don't know which one he's going to give me. I'm going to open it up live on the show right now. And I'm going to tell you what it's for. You call in with a guess. Closest person, I will send you the check. Or I'll make one of my interns send you the check. It is a game that we like to call How Much Is That Screen Actors Guild Residual Check? All right.
Right or left? Right or left? Right
Left.
Left. There you go.
All right.
Big money.
Down here where you
Wheel
can't
of
see
Fortune.
it because you're going to guess too, and these
Right.
guys are going to guess, and you at home when you're watching, this is called the in-house guessing. They're not going to win, but it'll help you figure out how you should guess. Because I'll do things with my face. I don't have a good poker face at all. All right, here we go. Here it is. Hang on.
Here it goes.
All right.
Ooh,
Your
biggest smile.
favorite show.
My favorite, Jane the Virgin.
That's right.
Yes.
I did one episode of Jane the Virgin.
And that's a gift that keeps on giving.
It is. And so you should know the price by now because it don't change unless, well, it depends on how they're airing it.
Yeah.
So I take it back.
It does. It changes.
Chapter 68, Jane the Virgin. I played a exterminator. Just one little scene. And this is for internet rental. Sebastian, how much is this going to residual check?
Internet rental only.
Internet rental
Jane the
only.
Virgin.
Jane the Virgin.
Favorite show.
Mm-hmm.
$7. 83 cents.
$7.83. Not bad.
$10.23.
Too high.
I'm going to go with $6.86.
You're closest.
Whoa, because I am a Jane the Virgin super
He's
fan.
all about it. He
Super
knows,
fan.
He knows his Jane the Virgins. He
I
knows
do.
virgins very well.
Virgins.
Well, he doesn't know any of them.
I don't know any. It's been a long time since I've known one.
Alrighty, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to take 3 calls at random. Closest person is going to win the check. Now, what do you say, buddy? I'm feeling that we should do... Hell, let's do... do number 4. See what we get.
Number 4.
Remember, if we don't like them, we're hanging up on them.
Yep.
Hey, who's this?
They call me the Masked Menace.
The Master Menace.
The Masked Menace.
Masked Menace. You sound a lot like the guy who raped Elmo.
Excuse me. No, sir. Hey, boss. How is everybody?
Where are you? And don't lie to me.
Well, Sebastian's not the only Southeastern man of mystery. Let's leave it at that.
You know what? It's volume's a little low. I didn't understand what he said.
He said, I'm not the only Southeastern man of mystery.
Oh.
It's probably in Florida.
Right. Oh, yeah. Well, if you're saying he's not the only one, that does give your location away a little bit. You are in the Southeast, yes?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Are you in Florida?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Well, I hope you're having a good time. And
So
look
he's not-
how much fun we're having without you.
Yes, my heart's breaking.
So he's not working construction.
Yeah, this
I mean,
text.
he is jackhammering something, but it ain't construction.
Yeah.
Actually, it is.
No, I got the
Yeah,
text from you says, out of town construction project. Elaborate on the
Yes, sir.
construction project, please.
Oh, man. Can I wait until I get back to do that? Because it's just...
He wants to wait
So
till
you
after
have time
dark.
to come up with something?
He wants to discuss it on After Dark, so it hits the R-rated
Next
version.
week, we'll find out.
Yeah.
I'll
wants
bring
to-
pictures. Yeah.
He wants to talk about the jackhammering.
Yeah. All right. Well, Elliot, since you called, you know what? Hang up on him.
Yes, sir.
Bye. You're not playing. You're a
See you
part of
next
this.
week, boss.
I love you. Goodbye. All right, let's pick another one because that's not fair to the people at home. He's part of the staff. He doesn't get to win the check. You know what I'm saying?
Hey now.
Let's go with number 5. See what that one is. Remember, I reserve the right to hang up on your ass if I don't like it. Hey, who's this?
Lainey Patterson.
Oh, Lainey! My heart just swells.
Heart swells. Now we have a disclaimer
with love and joy with this girl right here.
Yeah.
My future stepdaughter.
So let me tell you, before you ask her the guess,
Yeah.
I was approached by a restaurant the other night. I was in Newton for a change. And they come up to me and they asked me do I know a girl named Lainey? Mm-hmm. Because she applied for a job.
Ooh.
And she used John Reap as a reference.
Oh, no. Lainey,
that was her first mistake. What you should have used was Sean as Setzer as a reference. in
Now,
Newton.
what establishment was this?
I believe this was
B-52s?
Is it B-52s, Lainey? I'm not sure.
Yeah, it was.
Okay.
Have you heard anything?
No, I have not actually.
Okay.
All right, listen, we
All
got to
right,
get on
Lainey.
the horn, buddy.
Lainey, you got the job. I will need you to show up tomorrow night. Show up. Be ready.
Yeah.
You're on staff.
All right.
I hired you.
Lainey, how you doing, boo-boo?
Good.
How was school today?
It was boring.
Yeah. Did you go to all your classes?
Yes, I did.
Okay. How, are you feeling better? I know you were sick the other day.
I am a little bit.
Okay, good. That makes me happy. All right, we're going to carve pumpkins tomorrow night, and we're going to roast pumpkin seeds, okay?
Oh, you are suburban as hell now,
I
aren't you?
love it. I love my family.
What was that? Roasting
Carving pumpkin
seeds?
seeds.
I love it.
The pumpkin pie.
Dude, call me.
I'm coming over to
I'm
videotape.
in.
I'm
in.
going to film it, Alan. Don't worry. I got
All
you
right.
covered.
That's called subdivision living
Ooh,
right there.
guys, this
Ooh.
just in.
What happened? The check was wrong?
2 different amounts.
Ooh.
We've got before taxes, after taxes. I forgot. So
Use the one that we did.
no one's guessed yet because the Elliot don't count. So,
So
Laney's
it's
the
gonna be
first
lower
guess.
than me.
So Laney, remember that in the very beginning he was the closest with $7, but that was before taxes. So after taxes, Laney Patterson, how much
Yes.
is this Screen Actors Guild residual check?
It is $3.78.
$3.78. Not bad. Lock her in. Stay on hold, Laney. You might be winning this check. All righty, let's move on to the next caller. I want to go with caller number 3. And let's find out if they can do better than Laney Patterson. I doubt it. JK, I mean, she didn't get it exactly right. Hey, you on the line? Who's this?
This is Coach K from Minnesota.
Oh, yeah. Coach K from Minnesota. You've called in before, my friend. How you doing?
I'm doing well, but I was trying to figure out what kind of nepotism I needed to be able to get in on the show tonight. But
Well, listen, I don't control the phone calls, and what can I say? The girl's got my heart, man. I got to let her on the dang show. She's sweet. Now, you go with a guess. You can do better than that. How you been, by the way? What's new up there in
I've been-
Minnesota?
not much different. About the same. Wait for you to come back, though.
Yeah. Yeah, the last time I was there, about 6 months ago, maybe longer than that. But we had a good time. All right, buddy.
Yeah, it was.
Coach K, not Krzyzewski. Not that one. We have a lot of not that ones in my life. The Alan Jackson, not that one. John Stamos is not that one. You know. Coach K, not that one. All right. How much is this check, Coach K?
Well, it's obviously not as big as the one that I got originally from you, but I'm going to go with $3.76.
$3.76. Put them on hold. Hang on, Coach K. We'll be right back here in a minute. We got one more caller to let into the room. Who could it be now? Let's hit number 6, see what happens.
6.
Hope it's not Elliot again.
Be Amanda.
Oh, God, surely not.
Well, it's an 828 number. Hey, John Reap here. Who's this?
Liz Gibson.
Liz Gibson. Where you calling from?
Conover in North
You know this
Carolina.
person? Sebastian made a face. Explain the face.
Liz G. This is Liz G from Conover.
That's what she
Known
said.
for a
Yes.
lot of things.
Do tell.
Yes.
Maybe
This
you
is
remember
she.
John one night, maybe a beer bottle thrown through a bar. You never can tell.
Oh, is this the one?
Oh my lord!
Where
Welcome,
you been,
Liz G.
Liz?
She's been hiding out for years.
What's up?
Are you locked up? Are you incarcerated?
No, not. I've that's in the past now.
Well, yeah. If someone comes on and goes, you have 4 minutes left.
Collect call. Will you accept the charges? Make sure we accept.
Yeah, accept it, please.
Oh,
no,
Liz.
that's-
So what you been up to?
that.
What you been up to, Liz?
It's been just different things. Just kind of been working and being, I guess, on a straighter path than I used
Good
to
for
be
you.
on.
Where are you working at?
Yeah.
Do you want to talk about it?
I actually, right now I'm a receptionist working with my dad,
Okay.
but I'm trying to get out of that.
Gotcha. Yeah, it's not fun to work with that all the time. Well, I'm happy to hear the getting the life together, straight and narrow path. Good on you. Let's see if you can get some cash. What do you say, Liz?
Big money here.
Big money. How much is this residual check?
Let's see. Do $369.
Oh, 369.
Get low. Get low. Get low. Get low.
Of course.
Here we go. I'm passing the check off to Sergeant Haveballs, and he's going to take it back to the sound booth where we have the algorithm machine ready to roll.
Thank God for the algorithm machine. When these numbers get this tight.
Yeah, it's a close one. And what happens here is Moose and the Alan Jackson both have keys to the algorithm machine.
Both
They have to turn it on at the same time.
Oh yeah.
They feed it into the mainframe. It
Just like
comes
the,
up
like the nuclear football.
like it's like the nuclear football.
Yeah.
And whoa.
It keeps getting hotter and hotter in there.
It's hot in there. We gotta build another AC in there. Wow. So we already have a winner, huh? That's
When
amazing.
he put it in the machine, he told me to get back before it got too hot for me.
Okay. Now, I don't know who the winner is because I don't do math.
Yeah.
So the only people who know who won is in that sound room right now. The only people alive in the world who knows who won, other than the algorithm machine, because it is sentient, it does think for itself.
Yeah.
The only people is the Alan Jackson and Moose. No one else knows. And soon, they will tell us who the winner is. And then I will reveal the actual amount of the Screen Actors Guild residual check.
John, the winner will be
Is this like a Ron Seacrest
Yeah,
moment?
yeah, totally.
Well, you're going to say right after these
Right after
messages.
this quick
Message
break.
from-
The Alan Jackson, do we have a winner?
Yeah, let's bring him into the room.
Let's bring him on in the room. John Reap here, who's this?
Lady Patterson!
Oh my God, hit the horn! Congratulations, Laney Patterson. Now listen, folks, them's the rules, man. Hey, is that G? Or is that Stella?
It's Gene.
They got two dogs over there. One's name's G,
I'm glad you remember the names this time.
short for Goliath. Yes, I remember.
Yeah, me too.
And Stella, or Stell Bells.
Still bells, yeah.
Yeah, and they both love me.
Do they?
Oh, they get up all over me.
Oh.
As soon as they get there, they
It's that
greet
ginger-
me and they jump all over
It's
me.
a ginger love.
It's the ginger love. Yeah. Big G energy is what I got.
Oh, good one.
Yeah.
Most of them don't know that. I got that. Yeah.
All right. Lady, how much was your guess?
I think it was $3.78.
Well, you were the closest one. The actual amount of the check is $5.82.
Really?
Yep.
Yeah.
$5.82. There it is right there, so you know I'm not lying. And I will hand deliver this check to you tomorrow night. Huh?
During pumpkin seed time.
That's right. Well, we have one question for you, Laney Patterson.
Yeah.
What are you going to do with all that cash?
I'm gonna get me a gallon of gas.
1 gallon of gas.
Gallon of gas.
I think that's about right. Yeah. Good deal. All righty. We'll see you later. Bye-bye.
John, you gotta put in a good word for me, buddy.
I got you. Put me down as a reference. Forget the stepdads.
Yeah, he goes there a lot.
Hey,
yeah.
Celebrity in
We'll
there.
get you in there. All righty. Hang up on her.
Thank you.
Bye, lady. Love you.
Bye.
They don't say love me back.
Yeah.
That's okay.
That's okay.
We're not there yet.
We love you.
I love you guys too.
Yeah.
And I love you guys at home for watching this and sitting through it. I appreciate it. Hope you had a good time. I hope you hit the share button at one point. That's the thing. We grow when people share and talk about us. What do we like to do? Rate, review, subscribe, and share. Rate, review, subscribe, and share. That's it. And that will help us. Your R's and your S's.
So, boss, when are we getting the pom-poms?
Any interesting comments, guys, before we wrap it up?
Not on this end. There was a whole bunch of doing the guesses for the residual check.
How was your cupcake, buddy?
It was good. He inhaled
Really?
his.
How did he not?
Okay.
Because he got the one
I
that
know.
was drenched
So
in
you were
hot
talking about
sauce.
spiking the cupcakes?
Me and John spiked
We
one
put
of the cupcakes.
We put Texas Pete in the. You picked the cupcake. We just did it one. I handed you the thing. You picked the cupcake that we spiked. And it was funny. You called it beforehand. Remember you said.
Yeah, that's like me catching that damn egg during Easter and pop my damn egg.
But you chose it and you ate it and you didn't taste anything.
Now I'm disappointed because we were talking good about Texas Pete last week.
But you didn't notice it.
I looked
Wow.
over at him and I'm watching him and I'm waiting for the hot sauce to kick in.
There was no kick. I
Yeah.
guess there was so much chocolate.
I said, "How do you like it?"
He
You
didn't
go,
have the John Reap official.
"It's pretty
hot sauce.
good."
Yeah, this is shit.
Now
Yeah.
it did. I did notice a little bit of saltiness. I was like, okay, maybe someone did. You know, what they do
Yeah,
like a little sea
sometimes
salt.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's the only thing I noticed. I'm like, okay.
Wow. Well, that's why I had to ask. Because as soon as you picked it, I looked at Isaiah like.
I'm sorry. I guess Texas Pete being sued. I guess they had to cut back on some of their ingredients because
guess
there's
so.
no kick.
Well, it's also International Legging Day.
Legging day.
You remember when girls used to wear leggings? Oh, he's got some leggings on?
Well,
aerobics, remember them little leg warmers?
Is it leg warmers or
Yeah.
leggings?
Well, it says legging. What's a legging?
That's like yoga pants, which should be banned in every state in the country. They are dangerous.
Yeah, they're fun.
Yeah, they're
I
bad.
do appreciate yoga
Didn't they used
pants.
to refer
You
to
keep your mouth
leggings?
shut on that one. I like yoga
I'm
pants.
voting for no yoga pants.
But didn't they used to refer to as leggings? Remember they, Jane Fonda and all them used to have the exercise leggings and
Yeah.
stuff?
What's the difference between leotard and leggings?
I think just a generation.
You can't say leotard anymore.
can't say it.
It's not politically correct. No more. You can't say leotard.
I apologize. We're
Do
going to
not
get
say
canceled.
it.
We're off
We're
the air.
canceled, son drop. I'm sorry if you said leotard. He didn't mean
I
it.
didn't mean it. I meant
What he meant
Leah
was-
Handy-capable.
Yes. Leonardo.
Special Leahs. Yes.
Yes. That's what he meant.
Special Lees.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you.
But what is the difference? It's the same thing, right? Leggings and the other word.
I don't know it.
Leonardo.
Okay.
Does a leotard have like a thing you put around the ankle? You know, you had to put it around the strap around the foot.
Maybe it's like a ballet thing.
Like a ballet thing.
Leave it.
Yes, leotard.
Yeah.
Nah!
Leave it in the comments section if you know the difference.
I
We'll
need
get
a
to it
job.
next week.
What the hell,
Laney, me and you'll go
Sean?
get
What
a
the
job
hell?
at B-52.
It's also National Exascale Day. I don't know what that means.
That means you're overweight.
Yeah. National No Beard Day.
Oh.
Only Isaiah can participate. And that's pretty much all of them.
So I got the quick answer.
Yeah.
So leotards are made in one piece, whereas with the others, they're made in 2 pieces or more.
Got it. There you go.
Used to be an adult onesie.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm glad we solved that mystery at the end of the show.
Still comes off the same way.
Yeah. Any comments before we wrap it up? Questions, concerns?
Go ahead.
I'm kind of disappointed with the best trends.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, the new Nickelback song should have been trending. I know. Go ahead and make fun of me. I'm a Nickelback fan.
Oh.
Go
It's
ahead.
all coming together
Sound off
now.
in the comments.
I still need a refund on that Nickelback.
Well, here's the deal. And there's a comedian who talks about, like, Nickelback being made fun of a lot. And he has a funny bit about it. He goes, what did Nickelback ever do except they just try to write nice songs? And so he defends Nickelback. And I'm kind of with him. Like, I don't hate Nickelback.
I love Nickelback.
But I like Rockstar. Hey, you're going to be a rock star.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of like that one. And then every other song sounds just like that to me.
Nah, Photograph is good.
Hey, I got to get a photograph.
That sounds...
It's exactly the same.
More
They do
people,
have a
I
lot-
read this, more people, this is a Google fact, you can Google it and double check me, more people like Brokeback Mountain than Nickelback.
Okie dokie, go
Well,
ahead.
All 5 of them.
Interesting.
I knew as
It-
soon
I
as
never
I
would've
said
compared
I
the
like
two.
Nickelback, people would shit all over that.
It's a random
it's a
thing.
random stat.
It's a random stat.
Yeah. All right. Well, so what's the song?
Those Days.
And what's it about?
It's just like a love letter to the 80s. You listened to it, didn't you?
Yeah, I
earlier?
heard it.
Is
heard
it bad? It's pretty
No, it's
good.
actually kind of catchy. I'm not going to play it because we might get flagged. But it's kind of catchy. I like it. And I love the 80s. I think John Heffern would love it. This would be a Heffern and Reap segment.
There you go.
Yeah. Ball, any comments, questions, concerns?
Well, I got to pull
corrections?
an Elliot, so I got to get a little bit cheesy here.
Get cheesy.
So today, 32 years ago, I became a dad.
Oh, yeah.
I want to say happy birthday to Kirsty, and she's out in Kansas, so we just got done raising her anxieties last week because she got basically a package every day, and it was like another piece to the puzzle. She kept trying to guess what it was. So I know some people's going to ask, but basically she got semi-sweet chips, she got coffee, then she got random container syrup.
Wow.
So she's sitting there going back and forth. And then finally she got the waffle mix from Waffle House, and also got some coffee mugs and such. So it was kind of like a thing going back to what we used to do, with
Nice.
her and her brother. So, but that anxiety, she was guessing pancakes, she was guessing all sorts of stuff. But now
And
she
how
got a
old?
family. She's 32.
32.
32 years.
God, I'd love to be 32
old.
again.
God.
Remember that?
And I still remember her running around, so I'm not getting any
How
younger.
old were you when you became a dad?
I was 20 when I became a dad.
20. Yeah,
Yes, sir.
young fella.
It
Got
makes
started
him
early.
52 today.
Not today. Well,
In
today.
No, she's turning 32. I'm
you're-
52.
He's 52. Yeah. All right. Well, congratulations to her. Sebastian, anything I'm forgetting?
No, not a thing, man. Not a thing. Hey, great time.
Great time. Shout out Buddy's Tavern.
yeah.
I went there again Saturday night with Boothang and friends. Stamos was there. And it's just a random fun place.
Yeah.
And so thanks for treating me nice over there. Let's go to the booth. Anything I'm forgetting to say?
No, I think we're good.
All right. Well, for Sebastian, for intern Isaiah, for intern Sergeant Mark, have a ball. For everybody in the booth, there's a bunch of people back there. I am John Reap, and I want to wish you a bicycle.
Well, life on the farm is kinda laid back, but I wouldn't know that I'm from a cul-de-sac. Don't chew tobacco and I don't smoke crack. Thank God I'm country-ish. Well, a simple kind of life, never did me no harm, but I do know a guy with only one arm. Keep your fancy smartphones and your self-parked cars. Thank God I'm country-ish. Well, I got a podcast that'll make you giggle. It ain't number one, it's right in the middle. The town's not big, but it ain't too little. It's time for country-ish. Go on, you.
Hey everybody, it's me again. I just want to say thank you for listening or watching this podcast. You know, we couldn't do this without supporters like you. Oh wait, are you not a supporter? Well, you could be. It's real simple. Go to countryishpodcast.com. Click on the word support. That will take you to our Patreon page. That's our support page. And from there, you can support us many different ways. There's different levels. You got $5 and up. You got Pewter Pro, Rhinestone level, Executive Zirconia, all the way up to Platinum Elite. And all of them come with different rewards. We're talking hats, t-shirts, ginger beard masks, even be a guest on the show. You got to check out our Patreon page. Go to countryishpodcast.com, click on support, and thank you.
Go on.
Oh, you're still here. Well, I guess this is where I have to be entertaining for no reason, because just you. I'm supposed to like do something funny and interesting at the end of the show just for you? Huh? You didn't think I could find you, did you? Look at you, sitting there in your damn robe and black socks, your gut all hanging out. You look disgusting. You need to get your life together. You know what I mean? Talk to somebody. Reach out. There's lots of help out there, lots of ways to get help. I'm rooting for you. You know? We went through a lot together. And I need you to come out of this on the good side.